So in this video, I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to complete this and make corrections for this assignment. You could read through the instructions on your own time and the example problems and what I mean by when I say explanation or show your work. If I put a box that just says work, but you can't show the work, you can still explain, and that will count for that as well. So in the surface knowledge section here, you're going to start by reading the ratio problem, and the ratio problem is the same for all three of these. However, each question has a different part that it's asking. So in this one, it's asking ratio of skateboards to scooters. So up here, you just find skateboards and put it over scooters as a fraction. So skateboards over scooters, that is your work. That's all I need to see there, because that shows me you know what the question is asking here. And then you put the answer down here. There were 7 skateboards over 5 scooters. Then you could do that for these two as well, making sure to be careful about this last one. Skateboards and scooters, 2 helmets. Okay, so let's keep going. This part here is really not that hard. All you're doing is listing the factors of each number listed. So for 10, you're going to list the factors, and for 20, you're going to list the factors. And since I'm not having you find the greatest common factor, though some people did, and that was totally fine. In the work section, you're actually going to put your answer in the answer section, and then in the work, you don't really need to do anything there. For your work, you can just explain, say, I used the multiplication chart, or whatever. And there it is linked here. So you'd find the multiplication chart. You would go to 10 is 10 times 1, 5 times 2, and those are it. Then you got to find 20. It's off the screen here. You can't see it, but 10 times 2 as well. So you just would list 1 times 10, 2 times 5, etc. So you do that for all of these problems here. Simplifying fractions. Again, I'm going to ask that you go watch this video here on how to simplify fractions. The key is if they're both even, start by dividing them both. Divide by 2 over 2. Then you do 8 divided by 2 equals 24 divided by 2 equals, and then that's actually your fraction. But you can continue. I'll actually show you this. 4 over 12, but you could actually reduce again. So I'm going to ask that you keep doing that. For 6 over 15, 15 is not even, but I do notice they are both divisible by 3. And then cross multiply. Remember, cross multiply 12 times n, 6 times 2. You can watch the video for more help. For these 2 unit rate problems, go ahead and watch the video. You're probably overthinking them. They're really not as hard as you think. You're just finding the unit rate. So it says miles per gallon right here. Miles per means divided by gallon. Same thing, miles per hour, miles divided by hour. The next one says, is the graph proportional or not? Explain. So you could click the link and find out what makes a graph proportional or not. Same thing with the one right below it. It's also proportional or not. Slope. I'm going to ask that you find the video here. It's right above the picture. I'm highlighting it. That video will help you explain how to find slope. Rise over run. And then writing down all the coordinates for these points as well is pretty straightforward. You use the horizontal line first. So for A, you're going to go over to 2, down -3. So A is 2, -3. So that's the only help I'm going to give you for part 1. I will also make a video for parts 2 and 3 and then post them as well here. Good luck.